The idea of retiring at 65 and living out your days in comfort is a fantasy, one that no longer fits our reality. For most people, clinging to this dream is a recipe for financial disaster. We're following rules from a world that doesn't exist anymore. People are working longer, struggling harder, and feeling more anxious about their future than ever before. The golden years now look more like a period of stress and uncertainty. The game has changed, but too many of us are still playing by the old rulebook. The entire concept of retirement needs a complete overhaul. It's time to stop thinking about a finish line at 65 and start building a life of financial security at any age. You can't build a secure future on wishful thinking and outdated assumptions. Question everything you've been told about retirement, especially the magic number 65. Don't assume a pension or government benefits will be enough. Your future depends on the decisions you make right now. Don't let yourself down by believing in a fairy tale. Let's get to work on building real financial freedom, starting with where this whole idea came from. Where did the number 65 even come from? It wasn't handed down from the heavens. In the 1880s, Germany set the first state pension age at 70, then lowered it to 65, when most people didn't live that long. The system was designed to support a few people for a short time. The US copied this in 1935 when life expectancy was barely over 60. Retirement was a safety net for those too worn out to work, not a decades-long vacation. Today, work is less physically demanding and people live much longer. Yet we're still clinging to a number chosen for a world of factory work and short lifespans. We're applying a 19th century solution to a 21st century problem. It doesn't add up. The historical context for retiring at 65 is gone. It's time to adapt to the new reality. The plan to retire at 65 is being crushed by two forces. We're living longer and everything costs more. Living into your 80s or 90s is now common, so retirement could last 30 years or more. That's longer than many people's entire careers. The nest egg that once seemed enough is now woefully inadequate. Meanwhile, the cost of living, especially healthcare, has skyrocketed. Inflation erodes your savings every year. Traditional pensions are nearly extinct. Now, you're responsible for your own retirement savings and investments. Social Security was never meant to be your only income, and its future is uncertain. You're expected to live longer, spend more, and rely on fewer guarantees. The old solution, save a little and stop at 65, no longer works. Ignoring this reality is the most expensive mistake you can make. You must face these challenges head-on. Build a new plan for the world we live in now. Your future depends on it. Retirement was never about endless leisure, it was about financial security. The original idea was to protect people from poverty when they could no longer do hard labor. It was a shift, not a full stop, moving from have to work to choose to work. True retirement means your basic needs are met by your assets, so any work you do is for fulfillment, not survival. The modern myth is that retirement is all or nothing, but that's not realistic or healthy. People who stay active and engaged live longer, happier lives. We need to redefine retirement. It's not about age, but about freedom and choice. The new goal is to have the financial power to design your own life. It's about options, working part-time, starting a project, or traveling because your foundation is secure. This is a mindset shift from escaping work to building a life of purpose and choice. That's the real meaning of retirement today. If retiring at 65 is outdated, what's the new goal? Financial independence. Financial independence isn't about being rich, it's about having your passive income cover your expenses. When your assets generate enough income to pay your bills, you're free. Your assets could be rental properties, dividend stocks, bonds, or a business that runs without you. Work becomes a choice, not a necessity. The old way was to save a pile of money and hope it lasted. That creates anxiety. Financial independence is about building a money machine, assets that generate cash flow. The goal is to preserve and grow your capital while living off the income it produces. Age doesn't matter. A 35-year-old can be financially independent, while a 65-year-old with no assets is not. Stop focusing on the magic number 65. Focus on your financial independence number. How much do your assets need to generate for you to be free? That's your new target. It's a clear, empowering goal that puts you in control. How do you build financial independence? Shift from just saving to building income streams. Saving is important, but it's not enough. You need your money to work for you. Cash flow is the queen that funds your freedom. Your job is your first income stream. Maximize your earnings and value. But don't stop there. Use part of every paycheck to buy assets that create more income streams. Start with dividend-paying index funds or ETFs. Every dividend is your money working for you. Consider rental properties or starting a side business online. The goal? Diversify. Don't rely on a single source of income. Multiple streams create a safety net if one dries up. This is how you build a resilient financial life. Stop dreaming about a mythical retirement at 65. Start building financial independence now at any age. Calculate your financial independence number and make a plan. Invest in assets that generate cash flow. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a get-free-for-life plan. Claim the life you deserve.